Good morning, everybody. Welcome back from the Christmas holiday weekend. It's Tuesday morning, December 26th. Another short week here, or a short week here, when we start to wind down the marketing year and or calendar year and have another 3-day weekend coming on up with the January 1st holiday. The markets were closed last night, so we're kind of looking somewhat at a mixed call here. Probably two things that the trade will be looking at is number one, South American weather, and right now that kind of looks like they had some good rains in Argentina over the weekend, and so as it stands right now, both Argentina and Brazil are pretty good, stable condition, so nothing really too constructive as far as upside price momentum coming from them. And then maybe the other thing as far as, once again, it still seems like we're in a non-bullish affair in here with the USDA, S&D tables, South America, and our demand pace, that it's still going to be somewhat of a money flow situation in here. And then the other thing that the trade may be looking at was Friday's release of the Commitment of Traders report. Somewhat of a big role reversal going on here over the past month or month and a half. We had the oil seeds gaining on the grains, and over the past 2 weeks now, that has been somewhat reversed. And as we mentioned before, if this continues, even though seasonals are still on for that oil seeds versus the grains, they went from big winners to potentially decent-sized losers if we stay on this same pace. Last week we were up roughly around 5 to 7 cents for the winter wheats. We were up around 5 cents for the corn, whereas the beans were down around 18 cents, the meal market down around $8, and the soybean oil market down 45 points. So we'll see how that pans on out. The Commitment of Traders report that came out on Friday still showed the trade having sizable net short positions in the soft red winter wheat. They even had a bigger net short position than we thought for the corn, but they also went from a long position in the beans to now net short, and actually the short position's even bigger than what we were estimating. So they are getting short the beans along with the grains, but once again we may have lost some of the momentum of the beans, at least losing to the grains with the trade already net short. However, the caveat in there is that the trade is still net long the meal, and that could be the, how do you want to say it, the picking point as far as trying to see the beans still kind of work their way lower if we are going to liquidate this. Still somewhat of a modest net long position in the meal. They are pretty much net even in the oil. Chinese markets were a little bit firmer last night. The Malaysian palm oil market was a little bit firmer last night. Like I say, we had no trade here in the U.S. We'll have our weekly exports coming on out later here this morning. We'll take a peek at those. But like I said, the demand pace has been somewhat sorrowful for the U.S. And then by the end of the week, it'll be first notice day for the January futures along with weekly export sales. And once again, we'll be winding down the calendar year. So once again, more money flow than anything else. It's kind of sideways in here, non-bullish fundamentals. And once again, these are my opinions, not that of ADM or ADMIS. Thank you.